Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing the 2006 movie, Aquamarine. I watched the whole movie of Aquamarine on Disney Plus recently when April began, and of course I have it on DVD. So, Aquamarine stars Emma Roberts, Sarah Paxton, and JoJo. So I remember seeing trailers and TV spots for this movie a long time ago, back when I was a kid, and I never got into watching the whole movie until I watched it on Disney Plus. So the story of Aquamarine is about, it's pretty much like a chick flick mermaid movie where it's about two best friends who get exactly what they fish for an aquamarine, a laugh out loud hilarious comedy about friendship. Emma Roberts, Sarah Paxton, and pop sensation JoJo star in of course Yahoo movie says the sweetest treat since Princess Diaries. It's the end of the summer and Claire and Haley have a major problem. In just 5 days, Haley's family is moving halfway around the world. These girls need a major miracle, and they get one in the form of Aquamarine, a mermaid who washes ashore in a late summer storm. Sweet but clueless to the ways of romance, she offers to grant the girls one wish if they can help her find the boy of her dreams. But when they attempt to reel in the cute local lifeguard, the result is something none of them expect, and they discover that sometimes what you wish isn't what you really want after all. And you know what they say, you got to be careful what you wish for. Yeah, So, like I said, I watched this movie on Disney Plus when April began, back on April 3rd. I watched it on Disney Plus since, it's basically it's technically a Disney movie when you think about it, because it's actually from 20th Century Fox, considering that Fox owns Disney now. And yeah, and like I said, I remember seeing trailers and TV commercials for this movie back when I was a kid. And then, of course, I gotta say, after watching I think this movie actually still holds up as one of those underrated chick flick movies, and it's actually like one of those rare chick flick movies that's about two girls who come across a mermaid, and it's like when you think of mermaids, you think of the Disney movie The Little Mermaid, and yeah, that's my cousin Tiffany's favorite movie, and of course I gotta say this movie actually was not that bad of a film. I thought it was a pretty decent and pretty good movie from 2006. Yeah. And of course, the DVD includes some deleted scenes and a featurette and director commentary. Oh yeah, and of course, Aquamarine is directed by Elizabeth Allen. And of course, like I said, the movie stars Emma Roberts, Sarah Paxton, and JoJo. I gotta say, the performances in this movie I thought they were well done. I think the performances in this movie I thought were good. I thought the actresses who were in this movie, JoJo and Emma Roberts, I thought both of them actually did a pretty good job in this movie. And Sarah Paxton, I thought Sarah Paxton actually did good as Aquamarine, like how she plays a mermaid. And yeah, Sarah Paxton is even married to Barbarian director Zach Krieger. Zach Krieger, who directed Barbarian. And yeah, Barbarian's actually one of my all-time favorite horror movies of last year. And yeah, Sarah Paxton even had multiple roles in Barbarian as well. Yeah. And of course, the movie's rated PG for mild language and sensuality. Whatever you want to pronounce that. And I gotta say, this is actually a pretty good movie to watch during the summer, and actually during the warm season of the summer. And yeah, and I gotta say, this movie actually still holds up to this day, and I think it's actually one of the most underrated chick flicks of all time. One good chick flick I really enjoyed is Mean Girls. Mean Girls is a very funny one. And yeah, and of course I will say, at least Aquamarine is also one of the better chick flicks out there, just like Mean Girls. At least any better chick flick out there that can top Material Girls, which I didn't really like Material Girls that much. But yeah, at least this was a better chick flick movie that came out in 2006 than Material Girls, since both movies were released in 2006. Like 2006, I bet was a big year for movies. And yeah, including 2006 even had the underrated movies that came out during that year as well. Back when I was like 5 to 6 or 7 years old at the time, but before I turned 7, like in August of 2006 when I turned 7. Yeah, so I think when Aquamarine came out in early 2006, I think I was about like 6 years old at the time this movie came out. Yeah. Yeah, and of course this was actually a pretty good movie. It had a good soundtrack a little bit. It had some pretty good songs, and the humor itself I thought was pretty funny. There are some funny scenes here and there, but I think when it's mostly focused on like mainly focused on like the girl comedy. And JoJo did a great job in this film, very good. And Emma Roberts, like I said, and Sarah Paxton. Like Sarah Paxton's always Sarah Paxton is a good. Yeah. I thought Sarah Paxton's performance, like I said, I thought she did pretty good as Aquamarine. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for this review. So overall, Aquamarine was a pretty good movie from 2006, and I'm gonna give Aquamarine 3.5 out of 5 stars. And like I said, if you haven't seen Aquamarine in a long time, then I gotta say this is worth a rewatch. And if you have Disney Plus, then feel free to stream it on Disney Plus or whenever you get a chance to watch this movie. Or if you haven't seen it yet, then I say this is a good movie to check out during the summer or any time you want. And yeah, it's just a good movie to watch during the summer. And if you're bored one day and got nothing new to watch, then I recommend checking out this movie. And since I can tell this movie's underrated, then I can also say it's also worth a rewatch too. And there you have it, guys. That's my movie review on Aquamarine. And that's going to be it for this review. And with that being said, thanks for watching as always. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.